Uttara Kumara, when he learns that Brihanala is actually Arjuna, he feels very bad. He feels bad because he doesn't know how they have been treating them so far. He says, we are very sorry. I apologize on the behalf of the entire Virata kingdom that we treated you so badly. Arjuna says, don't worry. We were very happy here for the period of 1 year. You have given us shelter and done us a great favor. Now gather all your courage and be my charioteer. Uttara Kumara gets this sudden courage and confidence and he drives the chariot towards the battlefield with full force. Arjuna is coming very fast like the sun that is ready to consume all the enemies in front of him. And he is glowing like anything. And he replaces the emblem on the flag. The Matsya emblem of lion will be there and he replaces that with his own emblem, which is Hanuman. And he will head towards the battlefield. He'll blow his conch, Devadatta, and he will make a twang sound on his Gandiva, which strikes fear in the heart of the enemies. Now Drona hears this from a distance and he says, that is Arjuna. This is the sound of his Gandiva. There is no use of us facing him. He alone is enough to destroy all of us. There is no use. Let us go back. Let us flee. That time, Duryodhana and Karna become so angry. What are you saying, Acharya? Duryodhana says. Is this the way you talk right now? You are discouraging the whole troop. The whole morale is going down because of you. Arjuna is not so great. So what if it is Arjuna? He's coming out in the open. That was our main intention. We will just identify him and send him back for another 12 years. Why are you so scared? That time Karna says, yeah, this Acharya doesn't know what to say when. I alone am enough to fight against Arjuna. I'm waiting for 13 years for this. My arrows will go and prick him like serpents. And he will die and this whole field will be covered with his blood. I alone am enough. He just throws insults. That time, Kripacharya says, Karna, you always talk about war and killing. One must never fight unless it's absolutely necessary. Why are you fighting like? Why are you always talking about killing? We should not be doing this. Arjuna don't underestimate. He has defeated Indra in Kandavavana. And do you remember when Duryodhana was captured by Gandharvas when they were in Vanavas? You yourself had fled. You couldn't face the Gandharvas, but it was Arjuna and those 5 brothers who rescued Duryodhana. Actually, this would have happened. It's another story. Yudhishthira convinces his brother saying, we might be 100 Kauravas and 5 Pandavas, but against a common enemy, when they have captured Duryodhana, we must be 105 together and fight them. And he would have rescued Duryodhana while they were on the Vanavas. So do not underestimate Arjuna that way. Karna says, if you bring all these Brahmins to the war, they are only good for taking alms or coming and eating when there is a feast. They are not ready to face war. Why are we even bringing all these people? I'll go and fight. If you don't want to fight, you go away. And Ashwathama will be watching all this and he gets very angry at the way Duryodhana and Karna are talking to their elders like this. I know there are many people who think Karna could have defeated Arjuna. He is a great person. He might be great warrior and he might be great at charity, which is very good. They are great virtues. But he has chosen the side of adharma. Now think about an organization that creates terror and there is one main guy who is really evil-minded. And there is a friend who is good at charity, but he has chosen that side. And he's deceitful, he's bad, he's jealous, and he's supporting this evil friend. And that makes the friend also bad, right? So Karna is like that, and he doesn't respect the elders. He hasn't chosen the path of dharma at all. Now Karna says, and Ashwathama says, what are your words saying? Is this the way you talk to my father and my uncle, Kripacharya? This is not the way you talk. Karna, I have only seen you talk for the last 13 years. You are just a pompous braggart. Actual wise men or the Brahmins that you refer to or any wise man does not just talk. They keep doing their work silently. Do you see the sun actually, talk about how I'm giving all light and heat for the whole living beings? Or do you see the Mother Earth talk about how patient she is for enduring all the people on her? But you are just going on bragging about yourself. That's not right. And Duryodhana, you talk as if you have won over the Pandavas in some battle. You won against them by cheating on a game of dice which you even didn't play. Your crooked uncle played and through deceit you have sent them away. Now you are talking like this. And they are admiring Arjuna because he deserves their admiration, all of our admiration. Arjuna is indeed great, and he is as dear to me as he is to my father. So if you are going to be throwing insults at my father and my uncle Kripacharya, I'm sorry, I am also not fighting. And he'll put his, his arms down. He'll put his weapons down and he sits in the chariot. Now Bheshma, the commander-in-chief, is observing all this. And he's disturbed that there is so much chaos in his army. He says, Duryodhana, they are all right. Drona and Kripacharya and Ashwathama, they are all right. I don't think we should be fighting. Let's save the world from all the slaughter and please return everything to Pandavas. Just return their kingdom and let's just go back in peace. Duryodhana says, no, I cannot do that. If I have to fight him myself alone, I will do that, but I will not give even a single piece of land back to Pandavas. So evil he is. And Bheshma says, okay, my child, but I'm sorry to say and disappoint you that their stipulated time of 1 year is over in the Ajnatavas. So our time depends on the movement of stars and planets, and according to our calendar, every 5 years there is an addition of 1 month, and through that calculation, Pandavas have finished that stipulated time of 13 years around 5 months and 12 days ago. And I'm sure Yudhishthira and Pandavas knew this, but they silently continued to suffer because they did not want any further arguments about these facts. So they are silently doing. Yudhishthira is that noble and righteous, and if he says that this 1 year is over, it is over. He is that truthful. And Arjuna also knows this. That's why he has come so boldly in front of us. But still, if you're ready to fight, if you want to fight, we will have to fight with you. And Bheshma says, let's all not fight this way amongst ourselves. Let's all forgive each other and try to give a fight to Arjuna. And Duryodhana and Karna apologize to Drona and Kripacharya, and Ashwathama also forgives them, and they'll be ready to fight. And Bheshma takes full in charge and he says, let's divide ourselves into 4. And the 1/4 of it, 1/4 of it should take Duryodhana and go back to Hastinapura. He is the king, we have to protect him. And another 1/4 of it needs to take the cattle back to Hastinapura that they have stolen. Because the main reason why Arjuna is fighting is to save the cattle. And the remaining half of the army will face Arjuna. And I will be at the back. We will form a Vajra Vyuha. Like we have heard of Chakra Vyuha. This is a Vajra Vyuha, like a diamond, which will be impenetrable, like the diamond itself. So in the front will be, Karna. In the middle will be Drona. I will be me, Bheshma will be in the back. On the left there will be Ashwathama. On the right there will be Kripacharya, and we will give a fight. Arjuna notices this and he will realize, oh, it must be Bheshma's formation. Only he is aware of all this. And he will take a bow. He will take the bow and he will shoot an arrow at the feet of Bheshma, Drona and Kripacharya, as if to take respect, as if to salute to them before he starts. And he's seeing them after 13 long years, and then he will shoot 2 arrows against each of their ears. It will brush their ears and go, as if to take a permission to fight. They'll all be so impressed with all of these gestures, how respectful he is, how courteous Arjuna, and how valiant he is.